Okay, I think we're live now.
Yippers.
Just making sure the YouTube actually goes live and then I can share the link. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Asledank. Appreciate it. Edit video. I'm just gonna make sure so that the video actually adds trollisms instead of just says add trollisms.
That's fine. I'm tuned in.
Oh my god, why is it not letting me? No, it's not made for kids. Leave me alone. YouTube's like, you have to enter this in before you can change anything else on the page. And I'm like, listen. Listen here, YouTube. I've never made a stream that's for kids. I've never clicked the button that said, yes, it's made for kids. Please leave me alone. How's it going into this? Pen and I are drawing our Chroma Corps people. Well, Pen's already drawn theirs before.
Yes.
So I'm going to be doing a lot more sketching, and Pen's going to be doing a lot more rendering, I think.
Yeah.
And if people are enjoying the stream and want some drawings, I should have my on-command thing, but I'll just copy-paste them I post manually. You can donate $1, $5, or $10 for 1 5 or 10 minute MS Paint drawings. So we're just doing small MS Paint drawings. Just don't want to get some progress on the main drawings done. Also, I have a bunch of new writing up on Patreon. Jesse and my script on Obsession, which I'm going to be starting. Like, I gotta download the files tonight, and I'm gonna be starting very soon on the edit. So expect that this month. But the script is up on the Patreon, along with an earlier draft of the script, I think. Unless I forgot to put that up. In which case I will put it up now. Or later. But it just kind of shows off a little bit about the process and how much Jesse and I tend to change things when we're working together and iterating on each other's designs. So I'm glad that you liked the Obsession essay. I'm really proud of her writing on that one. Also, I just noticed that I have slightly too large on the chat. Let me with 880 maybe? No, it's gotta be more than that. Setting up a new stream layout for drawing streams. Nice. I've heard about Vampire. It seemed interesting.
I forgot to check if my tablet sounds get caught on the mic. Okay. Probably my keyboard.
There's probably some. I'm sorry, chat, if that's getting cut. It's ASMR. I don't know.
Keyboard ASMR.
I love your little guy that you drew for your name thing.
Oh, the little happy face. Yeah, that's me.
That's me. It's mine. I am an architect. Oh my god. Speaking of things that I recently wrote about, Pen and I went to Backrooms last week?
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to my parents for the gift card. They let us do that.
That was really good.
It was phenomenal film. I'm more important than AEW. No, I'm so sorry, Random Nerd. I have no idea when AEW is on, so. Corey 30 says hi, by the way.
Oh, hi.
And hi back to you, Cruther. I hope you're doing well.
I gotta keep both streams open so I can see the chats.
You can pop out the chats as individual windows and just put them side by side if you want. Yeah.
No.
But Backrooms is so good, and the problem is, so I wrote that essay. I really like it. I think it's solid. I think it talks about enough of what it needs to talk about. But there we go. Yeah. You have to see Hedwig and the Angry Inch in theaters? That's awesome. That movie is great. Have you seen that one?
No.
We should watch it.
I haven't seen any movie ever.
I've shown you a decent number now.
You've seen me some films, and now I've seen like 5 movies.
Yeah. Including the best and the worst of Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
I have to say, so I think I don't think I actually ever fully watched Amazing Spider-Man 2 because it looked so bad that I just never went around to watching it.
It's impressively bad.
It's impressively bad. So Penn and I were watching through the Spider-Man movies because Penn had never seen the Spider-Man movies, and it's Spider-Man. You gotta see them at some point. They're classics. But for some of them anyway. But we decided to watch all of them. So like Amazing Spider-Man 1, it's alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. The casting is good. The writing is so-so.
Yeah.
And then Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. that stupid rock meme. Cause like, oh, that's awesome that you bought your first apartment. Yeah, Rigo's new machine is one of several for Pride. Only 2 of only like 6 people won. That is unfortunate for the support of the thing, but it is great in that you got to go to a movie theater mostly empty. Genuinely my 2 favorite forms of theater experience is like a lot of people or almost no one.
Yeah.
Because the middle zone you get all the annoyances of both.
Mm-hmm.
But like with a big group of people you can have that kind of like collective human experience of emotion that art can do, like a band or sorry, I'm looking up some Pose references right now.
I don't really like being in a theater alone because it feels like a waste not to have the live reaction.
Yeah.
But I'm also not big on theaters in general because they're loud.
They're so loud. I almost want to bring like a
They got
like
no
slight
subtitles.
earplugs sometimes.
Yeah.
The autism is autisming. I hate that for a pose. Okay, so my idea for my character is kind of a goth punk guitarist. Should be looking at guitar poses actually.
Master's straight to PhD is intense.
That is
Congratulations.
intense. But congrats! Like you got accepted into your program and everything. That's awesome. Getting a master's is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a PhD even more so. That is a huge achievement, and you should be very proud. Even just getting a bachelor's is so much work.
Yeah, I'm never going back.
Like actually, I'm good. Okay. So my idea is, as you see, Penn kind of did this like really cute axolotl singer. So I'm drawing said axolotls.
Drummer.
Singer/drummer. Sorry. I'm gonna draw her girlfriend, hot goth moth mommy.
Yes, please.
And I'm specifically basing it on some of those like fuzzy white moths. Honestly, the idea for this came out of like Pen and I have been playing Destiny 2, which I'll get into my feelings about everything with Sony in a bit. I hate Sony. But we've been playing Destiny 2, and one of my favorite NPCs in Destiny 2 is Sabathun, who is another hot goth moth mommy.
I need to draw her.
I need to draw her as well. So, yeah, I'm going for a kind of fuzzy white moth with very like black goth clothing and stuff, and I think that will be neat. If I could just figure out what type of moth this is so I can look up just this specific animal.
I should just read this.
I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, it makes sense to just go for it. I love moths, honestly. They're really cute. I feel like everyone's like, oh, butterflies, they're so pretty, they're so pretty. But I'm like, have you seen a fuzzy moth?
I love them so much.
Okay. Let's start with like kind of a bad sketch on purpose so I can just get like a shape. I like the idea of almost emulating the feel of like heeled shoes, but with just like the little like kind of bug.
Like how they have their little legs like this.
Yeah, because like yeah, exactly.
Yeah, did we explain what these are for yet?
No. Do you want to try to explain Chroma Corps?
Me?
Yeah. This is the reference photo I'm doing for the posing. So I'm just gonna like sketch the kind of pose a little bit.
But yeah, these characters are for Chroma Corps, which is a yearly sort of art contest run by Cynic's Design, which starts as basically a character design contest where you design a cadet, and then from there like certain cadets are chosen, and then it's just kind of like an art contest from there. There's no like big prize or anything, it's mostly just to improve on your art and stuff. So this year's theme is bands, so
yeah, that's why we're doing band.
Yeah.
And that's why we were like, what if they're insane man? Cute, they be lesbians.
It is fun to go as a duo.
Yeah. So, I don't think I'll get picked or anything, but I'm gonna have
Yeah, I like following along for
fun following along, and we'll draw on stream probably. And
it's pretty rigorous, so getting picked is kind of like
a job.
Yeah.
But you
it's
get
like daily challenges of different, like it's not all character design, it's just where it starts, but there's like environment design, stuff like that. So
I keep drawing this too big. Fuck. Let's try that again. So I want to just get like the basic pose of her, kind of. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be bad at drawing. Bad at drawing. I haven't drawn in so long.
That's how I feel too. I'm a little bit rusty.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll practice lots this month.
Also, you're literally sketching up the pose. I wouldn't worry too hard about it. I'd go with like big shapes and just get the gesture down, and then you can just do another layer on top.
That was the plan. I just keep getting to the top of the drawing and be like, fuck, I'm at the top of the page. No.
Well, you can scale it down. If you need.
I can always just move it down. I'm being silly. I'm being very silly.
Can I introduce you to the liquify tool?
Cheat? No, that's not cheating. That's
use
not
it.
cheating.
Yeah, honestly,
That was a joke. That was a joke.
I use it as a crutch. Like, I use it way too much.
But you use it so well that I don't think it, like...
No, it matters. It's honestly been degrading my line art skills, because if I don't draw a line properly, all I do is just go and touch it up, which lowers the line quality. So don't do that.
Yeah. There, I think I've kind of captured the pose. And then I'll have the wings coming out. It's hard to know, like, how to...
How do what?
I'm trying to think about the anthropomorphism. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Lily Pad. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a fun stream, and welcome into the stream. I'm Aronok. I am a trans artist, and I make a bunch of video essay stuff. I animate for people, I edit for people, I write and I voice act and stuff. And I'm drawing with my partner, Pen.
Yoo-hoo.
And Pen's a really cool artist. And now I can say you have a bachelor's in it and everything.
Bachelor of Fart.
Yeah. The acronym for fine art is FART in the fucking thing, so it's Bachelor of Fart. But, yeah, we're drawing Chroma Corps submissions. So, as you can see, I am very loosely sketching mine, and Pen is doing more of a rendered version of their design right now. Oh, I'm glad that your fanfic's going all nine-tailed. Obsid does. What is this? Oh yeah, so apparently Obsidian's doing a Fallout or something? Someone mentioned in my Destiny 2 clan Discord. That sucks that they're just canceling Avowed 2 though. But, and it's not like I can buy the game anyway because it'll be under boycott because Microsoft is evil. Microsoft is evil. Don't buy Microsoft games. That said, coming from the angle of art analysis, writing, and that stuff, separating the artists from the system they are trapped within, Obsidian doing another Fallout is probably going to make the best Fallout. They recently rehired a bunch of the team that worked on New Vegas, particularly the writers. So we're getting New Vegas too, in all but name. Also, is the music too loud? I'm gonna turn down a slight bit. Oh, that sucks that they can't another project. Honestly, the way that Microsoft and Sony have been moving the last couple months is nothing less than, like, cartoonishly bad and evil. Like, actually so bad. Microsoft, best known as the thieves of Rareware, Fallout, Newer Vegas. Okay, but now you have to imagine Newer Vegas, which is like the old Vegas, and the old Vegas, but separate and different. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. Oh yeah, id being gutted is awful. Like, id Software basically doesn't exist anymore. I'm just mostly happy right now that 4 of the studios escaped Microsoft's grip without everyone being fired. For people who didn't see, I think it was Double Fine. Was it Double Fine or Ninja Theory that went fully independent?
I know Double Fine.
Double Fine did.
They're like...
And then 2 others got bought out by less awful companies, I think. Yeah, I really like John Romero's statement on the layoffs. I like John Romero in general. He's a sweetie. He was on a charity stream I did a few years ago for, I want to say Trans Lifeline? And he just, like, came on and hung out and stuff. Mm-hmm. I was, like, moderating. I didn't get to chat with him. But I'm so excited about Double Fine being free because Double Fine has made some of my favorite games. Psychonauts 2 is, to me, an absolute masterpiece.
I love that game.
Aw, thank you for the donation, Old Grease. I just love Psychonauts 2, and I played it because of Penn. Because Penn loves Psychonauts 1 and 2. Because Penn has the best choice. Best flavor. Best taste, that's the word I'm looking for.
Best taste. The best flavor. Whoa.
No comment. I can't believe I lesbian Freudian slipped there. Yeah, it is weird that the other John of old id is like that, but there's a reason why the Johns did not hang out. One of them's like a really cool, genuine activist and artist, and the other one's a tech bro. I'm so sorry.
You always make it worse. You get so embarrassed. Gotta own it.
Yeah, I said that on purpose.
Exactly.
Where is pencil? I heard a notification, but I didn't see what it was. Someone subscribed, I think. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, now that we have a lot more people here, I just want to say I have a ton of new writing up on the Patreon. Lots of Patreon exclusive scripts and mini essays and stuff. Did one on Backrooms. I wrote one about Sheep Detectives, which will be up on the Patreon later this month. Well, thank you for lurking, Valerie, either way. It has left an unmistakable impact in the indie FPS scene, so I hope we continue to see that from developers who've done the likes of Dusk and such. Also, the Duke Nukem devs are active again? That's wild, random nerd. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, no, just the entire state of the gaming industry right now is so bad. Like, outside of specific indie companies doing well, the overall industry is just shooting itself in the foot. And the thing that really bothers me about some of the conversation around it is how much people aren't really talking about or recognizing how much of this is the result of AI and the fact is, Microsoft had $19 billion laying around to make a stupid deal with my shitty government to promote AI in Canada. $19 billion staying around. But they can't keep a few hundred employees, paid? I don't believe that. I did the math the other day. You know how long you can pay people and how many people you can pay at $200,000 a year on $19 billion? 5,000 people for 19 years. You could pay 5,000 people $200,000 a year for 19 years. The reality is, Microsoft has pumped massive amounts, billions and billions and billions of dollars, into these completely failing attempts to create what will never be creatable. At least not through the methodology that they're attempting. I will say that the possibility of an artificial intelligence existing is theoretical, but the thing we have right now, I do not believe is a pathway to creating it in any reasonable level. And while I am not, the most expert on this topic, I am somewhat of an expert. I am a published researcher for my knowledge on machine learning and AI, so I know enough about it to be very confident in at least my understanding of the actual technology and the ability to code it. And yeah, it's just everything is made worse. Everything is being made worse by this endless push. And the other thing that really bothers me about the entire AI movement is that so much of it is I want to find the right word. Ran by a group of cultists who genuinely believe they're bringing about their god and are happy to sacrifice humanity to do so. Not speculation, not me reading into it. This is things that, was it Altman or Teal, outright said, yeah, humanity's sacrificable or something like that. I can see the end of humanity coming to create the AI. They fully are yeah, no, it's okay to end humanity to do this. I'm glad Leonard Boyarsky recognizes that was a wrong statement. Yeah, that's the part of the problem, is that AI as a research field has a real meaning. The word has a real meaning. And it's completely muddied that meaning in order to push an agenda and in order to push lies. Not oh, I don't think they understand. No, I know they're lying. They've admitted they're lying at various times. There's just nothing that good to come from all of this. It's just been damaging workers for the sake of damaging workers. In my opinion. I'm trying to think, how do I want to... Well, what we have is random name... it's the random word generators. That's all they are. In that they can select relevant words based on weighting. W-E-I-G-H-T-ing. Weight of their significance relative to the topic and things, and then put them into stuff that looks like a sentence, kinda. You squint a little bit. It mostly sounds like people, because it is just plagiarized people. There's real people that have, written all the words they're copying. It's just a plagiarism machine that randomly selects words based on statistical significance, which, is interesting. It's an interesting statistical model, and there's not there are contexts in which using the types of statistical models and techniques which are used to create LLMs and the other things they call AI for good. I've worked on them. I've worked on pandemic spread simulation, for example, which relies on machine learning. It is really great at statistically modeling things that we would struggle to do as individuals because the amount of calculations required is just so large. And it allows us to explore task spaces very quickly. But in terms of like it being able to write something or draw something or create art, I see no utility in it. I see no possibility for its improvement because the inherent nature of the mathematics which underlie it, you cannot remove error, you cannot change the rules of the universe, you can't suddenly make it not have problems. And the solution that they've been using, which is why they keep just exponentially increasing the amount of energy, data centers, and costs that they're accruing upon our planet, is to try to fix the errors by running another round of it on top of it. And then they try to fix the errors of the errors fixer by running a triple error fixer. And they just like do this cycle. And sure, yeah, it results in like slightly better garbage. But you know what would result in better garbage than that? Or even, anything good? Paying someone to do it. That is funny, Queer Theory. Good for that island. There's an island nation that has the rights to .ai as a website, so they've just been yanking all these monies from things and then putting it in their community.
Good.
You know what? Good for them. It's not like they're supporting it. They're just... Yeah. I did see the Batman Nightfall animated adaptation. I'm hoping it will be good. Not that I think, Nightfall is the greatest Batman comic, or even comic in general, but I think it'll be fun. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, just taking an eye back at a story from the 80s. The visuals look solid. They really get the design and art style of the original comic down. So I hope it'll be good. Because I do think that arc has some really great stuff in it. And I think that we'll get something interesting out of it. I'm being bad at drawing. I'm mostly just talking. I'm just trying to figure out what I even want to do right now with this. But I think... Okay. They have these little, toes almost, with these, little, the two-prong things.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. And then... I can kind of evoke, almost the upper part of the lower leg with the fuzz that's on the back of it, shape-wise. So it kind of, sits in this midpoint between moth and... human leg shape. Now here's the question. Do I put pant?
Pants?
Do I put pants?
Skirt.
You're so right. I love you. Right, Silk Moth is what I was wanting.
I love that game.
Silk moths are so cute. They're so floofy.
Mm-hmm.
Even their wings are floofy. Right. The one I was looking at earlier was the long pick moth, but I'm glad I have a better.
How to draw a microphone without looking like other things.
They're so pretty and fuzzy. I love them. Okay. But yeah, I want this to lie somewhere between hot and kind of gross, in a bug way. I love it. I love their little feet grippy things.
They're so cute.
Okay. I'm like, do I want to do a pleated dress because it's more complicated but it'll look better, or do I want to do like a really simple like leathery skirt thing?
I think leather is more
Yeah.
like for the aesthetic you're going for.
It makes a lot of sense.
But I like both. It's easy to just it might not be easy, but you can always just check both with really really messy sketches.
The other problem is that I have to figure out how to do the like, because I don't want to not include the like fuzzy thoraxy thing, but
The which?
the back end
the like
of the moth.
the butt.
Yeah, the butt.
I mean, you could always just add it as a tail, right?
That's kind of what I was going for, but then I was like trying to figure out the
Cut the
logistics
base.
of around the skirt.
Hole. Just put hole in the skirt.
Yeah.
It's behind too, so no one will know.
Right now I'm drawing from like a side view. So I find it kind of funny if it like just has like there's like a little leather strap around the top of the thorax, and then the skirt comes like down and under.
Mm-hmm.
So it's covering like their legs and stuff. And then it has this little like bulbous thing at the bottom. It's kind of yellow. But I might go a little fantasy and make it red instead.
My canvas is so messy.
Oh.
I'm just being true to myself though. My process is very over the place.
I think that'll be good. And then I love how fuzzy the silver moths are.
Doodles.
Played Breath of the Wild again. It makes me paying for $60 for Violet look as wildly shoddy as it felt. Aww. Skirts are better than pants. So are dresses. I love wearing dresses. I am in a dress right now. I'm not on camera, but it's a cute one my mom got me for my birthday.
It is cute.
It's like a green... I don't know how to describe it. It has pockets.
It's a mossy green, short length t-shirt,
kind of top.
sleeved,
The top of...
V-neck top.
Yeah, and then the V-neck has like a little tie at the
Lovely
middle.
Yeah.
And the waist has like a little line around it. And it has pockets. Every dress should have pockets. That's my hot take. Whoever was like, women don't need pockets. You're my enemy. I think she would have like one of those like kind of short cropped leather jacket situations.
Yeah, that would be cute.
I think
That's what I envisioned.
I love the idea of it being kind of almost because there's so much fuzz underneath the leather, so it's kind of like rounded out a little bit.
Yeah.
So it gives her more like muscle definition looking in the arms. but it's just the fuzz. That should be a freezing take. Actually, though, it should be like I don't. And my thing is, I do think there are some like when we get into art, fashion, and the other things. Okay, fair enough. You don't need to have a pocket on the runway dress, but for any dress. Pretty much in every other context except maybe your like wedding dress or like certain types of like very formal wear, which formal wear for all genders is you like sometimes just you're not going to have those types of practical things because it's going for a very specific look. But for like everyday dresses, why doesn't it have pockets? And even worse, women's pants that have these sewn shut pockets.
Oh.
Actually hate them. I agree that's a part of Nightfall they need to adapt. I haven't read Nightfall in a long time. Okay, what's I doing? Honestly, I really like the shape language right now. It's just the one. Oh wait, no, the guitar goes over top of that, right? And then for the guitar, I was thinking this kind of like black flame situation.
Yes.
Kind of a make it look like almost like a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
That also evokes the kind of classic shapes of a general guitar. Yeah. I think that'll look good. And then leather jacket reference. I don't know why I decided to go with this like side view that's probably a harder angle that I needed. But
I like it. It's dynamic.
I wanted a dynamic pose. I wanted a really dynamic pose, even just like right off the bat.
Me too.
I'm excited to draw her head because I'm gonna lean very mothy instead of very anthropomorphic.
Yeah, I wanted to.
I want the big eyeballs.
Give mine a little gummy axolotl smile.
No, yours works so well. Like, I love your design. I don't think I would have come to my design if you hadn't designed yours first. And I was just thinking about, like, what's a fun, kind of unique animal that would complement and make a cute girlfriend for yours.
That's the best way to make OCs.
Honestly. That looks pretty good, honestly. I think I've kind of got the shape down for the most part. I'm gonna come in and start doing a good sketch, good quality sketch. What type of pencil do I want to work with? I kind of like this texture pen, that's kind of fun. Because I don't want it to be too neat and tidy for a punk rocker, and I think the line work should kind of reflect that, so a little bit of a textured pen. Not a lot of texture, but maybe I could do some more. Thank you, Ahmed, for your many free...
I love those brushes so much.
They're so nice.
I'm using the pack right, except I literally, okay, half the time
Ooh.
I just use the hard round brush, which is literally just a hard round brush. But I really like this oil canvas one.
Ooh, that one's nice. I'm thinking of
Where's
maybe
this one?
using this like flat textured one. Do you want to check it out? I'll just do a little drawing.
Mm-hmm. I have to wait for the stream delay.
I know. Stream delay is a problem.
It's a little crunchy, but well, because of the stream, so I can't see it too clearly.
I
But I
will
think it
send
looks
you a
good.
snipping tool of it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna quickly catch up on chat while you look at it.
I like that brush.
Yeah, no, that's what makes it interesting. Randomer was talking about Nightfall again. Like, and you're right, it is more of a 90s than a 80s. Azrael is like an interesting deconstruction of the like hyper gritty movement of the 90s, and that's what makes it interesting. And especially releasing that now as a commentary on where our culture is at with superheroes makes sense as an adaptation. Oh, Slay the Spire 2 has Steam Workshop support? Yes! I hope some people port over some of their best player characters from... Because those are my favorite mods on Slay the Spire 1. There's like some really good decks out there. If you want a fun one, The Witcher. There's a Witcher one in the mods, like in the workshop, that is quite fun. Because I kind of like when it doesn't mess up like the regular ones, but just adds some cool stuff beside it. Yeah. You have a trans lesbian butterfly character in your story? That's awesome, Starbush. Honestly, I think Tears of the Kingdom's problem is that it's too big. There's a lot of like repetitious nothing. Like especially in the underworld where it's just like, here's the same thing 500 times. And so the moments in Tears of the Kingdom that I remember the strongest are the few times where there was something like actually unique or interesting. And it was a problem I had with Breath of the Wild, and I think Tears of the Kingdom almost made it worse. There's a cloud from Final Fantasy VII one? That's awesome. And Card Capture Sakura makes so much sense for, I'm actually surprised that at least I didn't see one from, yeah, wow, there's already 234 character ones. That's like the top rated all time. Someone already modded back in the Watcher. I see someone's made a sequel to Ruinsmith. Oh! There's an okay Hollow Knight for Slay the Spire 1, and I think the same mod developer has put out a Hornet for Slay the Spire 2, and I think that's fun. Oh, I like the Marissa mod from 1. That was not bad. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Slay the Spire 2. Back to drawing. I have things to do. Okay. Maybe not this one. Definitely not that one. Ooh, actually, I think I'm going with flat textured one. I want it to feel a little bit sketchy on purpose. I think Breath of the Wild now is an open world, and Tears of the Kingdom felt a little bit too big by tripling. The overworld was solid, and I think adding either the Skylands or the Underworld would have been really solid. Doing both felt like a bit much. Obviously not their target demographic, though. I love all the Skylands. The Skylands are pretty well done. I think because they're more discreet, and specific in their design. Whereas a lot of the Underworld is just like very samey. It doesn't have the same feeling of regional change that you get in the Overworld as much, at least not in my experience. And it's so massive. But there's like, you just do the same thing over and over again. So I think I am generally drawn towards, I don't think this is necessarily a problem with the game. This is more about my preferences, to be clear. But I am drawn more towards bespoke design than like sort of repetitive size for the sake of size. Yeah, exactly, yeah, aesthetic. Skylands have a particular aesthetic, logic, and culture. Yeah, whereas the Underworld's just kind of like... There's some really cool stuff in the Underworld, but it's so surrounded by nothing for long stretches that you find like the one cool thing and you're like, ah! And I just think it would have worked better if they just kind of did like a few Underworld areas that were more focused. And I think that's just my general disconnect. Not problem. I don't think it's a problem with the games because they clearly connect with a lot of people. But my general disconnect is that there's just a lot of that sort of repetitive stuff instead of the more bespoke design that I find more interesting, and is part of why I think a lot of Zelda games are some of the best designed games out there. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. I wish I liked it more. Like I wish I was having the same experience that a lot of people had with it.
Colors are hard.
I understand.
This is why I always make monochrome characters.
It's a good challenge, though.
That's true. And that's the point.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be too exacting. I'm trying to play with like a little bit more energy and stroke work and the. I think Tears of the Kingdom isn't particularly satisfying as a sequel to Breath of the Wild for me personally. It seems like a solid game for the people that are into it. It just doesn't really have any perks over Breath of the Wild. I think I like the building system. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I do think that like I prefer a classic dungeon. And that isn't a fault with the game. That is just that, like, I like this other thing more. And inevitably, the nature of it being a sequel is you can feel the changes. Like, Tears of the Kingdom feels less like a sequel and more like a belated DLC. In some ways. There. I think I've kind of figured out how to do the hand for her. Because I don't want it to be too human feeling, but I still need to function like a human hand. So I went for kind of like doing the little like finger appendagey things they have at the end of their feet, but like as fingers, and then having them come back to like a joint thing the way bugs have them.
I have a question. What color should the harness be? I'm straggling.
Like the black looks good. Can you zoom back in a bit? Thanks. I don't hate the yellow, but I'd lean towards maybe cyan on the straps and yellow on the holster part. Other way around. Yeah. Because I think that kind of fits with the legs.
I'm worried that the holster goes too close to the value of the shirt.
True. Could change the value of the shirt.
I tried. I don't know if it looks good any other way.
Then I would just go with the black, honestly.
Yeah.
With maybe a color on just the part that's holding the drumsticks.
I feel like I don't want it to look like a weird thing that's just like attached.
Disconnect. I would just go with the black then. I think the black works well. I mean, you already have a lot of color here, so having some darker, less saturated areas isn't terrible or anything.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I put those little like bug like lines
Mm-hmm.
for each joint,
Nice.
and I think that makes the fingers like pop really nicely. Okay, good. I now know what I'm doing. I like when like a weird bug person's like actually gets to be weird and a bug person and not just like a woman with mild bug features.
Yeah.
I also just really like having the like fur underneath the leather jacket, give it that feel of like there's something fuzzy and poofy inside.
Mm-hmm.
I think that conveys well. I like how this is coming together, honestly. I think I'm kind of doing a good job with it. I think part of why I've always found like bug people really interesting is strangely Ender's Game, and this the entire series, which I read as a kid before I knew. I've talked about it in a video, but what I find so ironic about Ender's Game as a series is it's written by this like very insular, weird Christian guy, and yet its entire argument is like you should try to understand people fundamentally different in yourselves. It's such a contradiction. Not that it doesn't have a lot of problems or elements of his weird beliefs, particularly the cis heteronormativity and expectation that, like, your destiny is to have kids and be in a traditional marriage. I'm also really excited to do the little, like... Silkworm moths have really cool antennae.
Yeah.
So I think those will look really, really, really good. Also, funny thing, by making her thorax thing not super massive, I get to imply that she's trans.
Aww, cute.
Because the males are generally smaller
Mm-hmm.
for silk moths, so taking their sexual dimorphism and then
Mm-hmm.
messing with it. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to do. 'Cause the heads for mods are very just like, especially for these specific silk mods, silkworm mods. They just kind of like right out of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to figure out how it kind of stands out, and then. I think I kind of. I feel like I should have something additional for the hedge. I don't know what.
Fluffy cheeks.
Yeah, more fluffy.
Like
more
this.
Fluffy.
Like Gillian.
Oh, yeah.
I like the antennae. The big ol' eyes.
That's cute. You're so right. The little Killian, like, toof, like, little poof. That adds a lot. And I like the idea that there's just no visible mouth.
That's cute.
Because they don't really have much of a little visible. They have, like, a little thingy here.
You could draw a little, like, proboscis.
I'm trying to find a good photo of their head that isn't, like, angled downwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have, like, two little mandible thingies. Okay. But they're also fuzzy and cute, so... I like leaning into the cuteness of the monster girl instead of shying away from it. Yay! Does give her kind of a little butt mouth, though. Unfortunately. I'll figure that out in another pass. I just want to get this like first sketch done, and then get the. Alright. Initial sketch of her kind of done, I think.
So cute.
Thoughts
So
on
cute.
this?
I love her.
Awesome. Let's do it again, but better. And then start adding more details and stuff. I love the layer recolor tool. It's so helpful for turning something into a reference. Okay. As I was saying, this is pretty interesting to me how often Mormons will write something with their Mormonisms all over in the details and stuff, but they'll get big anyways, someone who grew up sort of culturally but not religiously Mormon. Really makes you think about how uncritically people accept these things, especially when they're younger. Like my mother, who was into Twilight. Yeah, no, I mean, I read Twilight when I was a kid. I think that there's a few factors into why Mormon writers tend to get a lot of success. One, they tap into latent cultural elements of America and Canada, for example, with the kind of Christianity that is so ingrained here. And I think they often write from a place of repression. You know what I mean? So there's an appeal there even to people who actively dislike the Mormon beliefs because they write from a place of repression, in a weird way. I think that's part of why it's functioned the way it does. I think it's the same reason why, like, I don't think Harry Potter would have been as big as it was if it didn't tap into already pre-existing elements of bigotry in our society. I do think that, like, it's not a mistake that these works have bigotry in them. I think that, unfortunately, they sit at just a point of sort of reasonable deniability that they were able to appeal to a wide set of people for very, very different reasons. And to an extent, I think, especially in the 2000s, there's a bigger problem of people more readily looking over mistakes rather than presuming malice or negative intent from writers when they include these types of things. And I think that uncriticality that was sort of typical at the time, and the sort of lack of mainstream conversation about media criticism and analysis, or rather lacking quality, meant that a lot of these things just managed to build followings. And then there's also just like all of the ways that they have better access to publishing and stuff that I think contribute to that entire dynamic. Okay. There. I think I finally managed to get the dress to the skirt to convey that it's like going underneath the thorax and around, like it has like a hole around it. It's a weird design element to have to work around from this specific like angle.
Mm-hmm. Should you have it go over it? Just make the skirt bigger. Big old skirt.
I think that would look really weird in some ways. I don't know. Oh yeah, and that too as well, Lewis. Like that's what I mean by like they just have access to these specific, like Scholastic pushing it in large part in schools, things like that. Like specific types of white authors get given a benefit of the doubt and a space to succeed that no one else will ever have access to. So long as our current systems stay unchanged. We need to change them so that people do have access to that aren't all rich and white. It's frustrating how much support gets into these things and stuff. And then those same people will be like, I've been cancelled because someone disagreed with me. Anyway, I have all the money and access to media power. I really like this textured, sort of, the flat textured one I'm using right now. That's nice to use. I love the decision to give for the kind of Killian floofy cheeks. Thank you for that design idea.
Of course.
smoothly, but pretty good, I think. See? Add a little more, doing a little bit more like fuzzying along the body parts that are visible. I decided to go with like a little like poof of white fur coming out of like the break in the leather jacket.
Cute.
It looked cute. It's one of those like I think it's at this point where I'll need to start adding color to make it like look really good, which is a good place to be at. I like the vibe for the guitar so far. I've made a mistake. Make sure to study your references well. Make sure you actually get it down properly. Now it's coming together.
I hate when you paint something and then it looks worse than you sketch.
I think you're just too harsh on yourself sometimes. No? Never too harsh on yourself?
I'm gonna copy the face for her.
That's coming along pretty good. I love this like little special skirt that has like a little buckle that I would make it so it's kind of almost like a back belt that goes around the thorax. Just to make it like logically make sense how she puts it on.
Mm-hmm. I'll be right back. You're in charge.
Killian?
No, you.
I just thought it'd be funny to say that.
Oh, he's awake now.
He's having a nice little nap time. Oh, Killian, you're so cute. He's just such a cute little man. There we go. That looks much better. The thorax may be solid anchor point to keep stirred up, though I'm not an anatomy expert. Bizarre comfort movies. God, I gotta think about it. I don't know if I have any bizarre ones. I have some obvious ones. Like Princess Bride is a comfort movie, which, big surprise, I've talked about it in videos. I love The Princess Bride. I think it is an all-time classic. Can I think of like anything else that I particularly see is a comfort movie? Star Trek '09 kinda is a comfort movie. Oh, I'm glad Run for Cheese is a comfort watch. That makes me sad. Happy. That's the wrong word. That makes me very happy. I'm sorry. Why can't I speak today? I have no idea, Lewis. On the SRS thing. Brandon Sanderson, Christopher Pelly. Here's the thing, I love Aragon. But yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Sanderson and Christopher Pelly, absolutely. Sorry for that. You're just saying it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lewis mentioned Brandon Sanderson and Christopher Pelly, who are another example of, like, Mormon white boy authors that would not have the position they have without the various things. Spider-Man 2 that's a good choice for a comfort film. Pookie, what's a comfort film for you?
For me?
Yeah.
probably like Labyrinth.
Ooh, Labyrinth's definitely up there for me as well.
Probably just my favorite film.
I love Labyrinth. We should
Kung Fu
rewatch it.
Hustle. I used to like Coraline a lot. A little tainted now, though.
Yeah. Fucking gaming. Oh, that's sad. Obsidian was doing a Shadowrun game. That's the other one that got canceled. Damn. No Pillars either, so it looks like the Pillars universe is just kind of on hold for now. But Avowed 2 is not technically fully stopped. It's still being worked on for being repitched. Whatever that means. That's the exact words Chris Avalone put in the tweet. Whatever that means. I feel like it's baffling. Like, why wouldn't you keep funding your like Shadowrun is their opportunity to do what Cyberpunk is doing. You know, like there's a huge market for that. I don't understand executives. Like, I'm not even gonna buy any of these games because, again, they're under Microsoft. I'm not buying Microsoft stuff. Unless something changes and the workers... Again, this is not on the workers. The workers have mostly been... Like, a lot of the unions have been fighting. A lot of the workers have been fighting and protesting against Microsoft's continued support of Israel. But I'm just, like, looking at it from an outside standpoint and thinking about, like, what is the logical decisions to make as a development house? And I just don't... You have to make games to make money on games. You have to have game developers to make a game. Whatever the AI people might think.
But then you have to pay game developers.
But it's just so funny because the executives don't even make decisions that are like financially good for their company. That's what baffles me. I think that's what like bothers me so much. It's like, it's not even good for the company. It's not even good for the bottom line. We're just making dumb decisions for the sake of it now. And I just hate it. I really do. Azadek said one of their cousins actually has his middle name from the Goblin King.
Jared.
That's awesome. Jared. I've known a Jared.
I don't think I have. Well, I've known a lot of these. Or Jareth?
Jareth.
Something like that.
I think it's Jareth. Maybe? Jareth, the Goblin King. Yeah, it is Jareth. Jareth, I love that Jareth is just like, what if Jared, but funky? I want to at least get the sketch done before I call it for the day. Because we've been going for almost 2 hours now.
Yeah. I didn't even get to layout, which is honestly one of the most important parts.
Yeah. But we'll do some more. We're going to stream tomorrow as well. We're probably going to do a couple of drawing streams a week at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least this month for sure. I want to at some point get back to playing some survival horror together on stream. That'd be fun.
I don't want that thumbnail to go to waste.
It's such a good thumbnail.
I'm kidding.
It's so good. Well, exactly, Azadek. That was my whole point when I was tweeting about this the other day, is that, like, executives make all the decisions. They fuck over everyone when they make bad decisions, and then all the consequences go on the workers. Like, and even when the executives do get fired, they get a huge payout when they leave, and they get a job within a week or two. Like, it just frustrates me so much. Because, like, they ruin people's lives. They're the ones that fuck up, and I'm just like, I am of the opinion that if you're in the decision-making seat, you're the person on the line. Because, like, it doesn't make sense to me that the people who caused the company to be failing are the ones that are kept around, and the people that actually are able to do the work to make things better. Like, everything that's happened with I'm so mad about what has happened to Bungie. And I was already mad ages ago, to the point where I quit the game over it. But just, you know, having had the privilege and pleasure to speak with a couple of the writers and developers for the game because of my first video on Destiny 2, I just know how much all of these artists care so much about this work of art. And then some fuckhead executives who have been buying fucking cars and shit with all the money they make off of them, they fuck up, they make bad decisions the teams I know for a fact argued against at many situations. Like, I've heard so many bad stories, and it's not just me. I have a lot of comp sci friends, and some of those comp sci friends know people that are developers and companies and things. Like, one of my clanmates knows some of the people that got fired, and wow. The way that they've been getting treated is so bad, because my friend's friend is at another company. They hired a bunch of the Bungie developers that got fired, and like half of trading them is like, oh, you've been like screamed at in meetings, huh? Like, you're not used to being like heard or listened to or respected for your perspective as an artist. And it bothers me. And when I say artists, I am including the programmers. When making a video game, programmers are part of creating the art. The decisions that programmers make directly affect and create the art. And frankly, coding is, in my experience, closer to art than it is to math. It's art that uses math. What?
That's why I can do it.
You're really good at it!
I fucking suck at math.
So yeah, I just shucks. Just sucks. I hate it. I hate it. So awful. I feel like I should put some like patches on her jacket or something.
Yeah, I was gonna put patches on the pants.
Can we do like a band logo they both have?
Wait. I'll show you, I'll throw it into the Discord, but they're the official logos for Chroma Corps.
Oh, hell yeah, we should do that.
I'll DM those to you so you can use them. You're like free to use them in your designs and stuff.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put a Chroma Corps patch on like her shoulder, maybe.
I'm definitely gonna use it for the layout page.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
No, it's awesome.
I think it was made by Nog. I'll put on the check.
Smokescale said that they really like your design.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I want to just like really quickly rough out some color, and then tomorrow I'll like actually finish this up, but... No, I think I should be like a warm off-white, like a very slight warm off-white. Yeah, that looks right.
This is my axolotl singer and drummer character. Thank you.
And this is said axolotl's girlfriend, moth guitarist.
I've been into axolotl designs. They're just so fun to draw.
Axolotls are just a fun creature.
Right?
Yeah, I think I want to do some like black patches on her jacket or something. Or no, red, not black. The jacket's black, but I want to do some like splashes of red as color accents.
Yeah.
Or purple, maybe. Kind of leaning towards purple, honestly.
I want to add some translucence, but I can't really do that until I have the layout figured out.
I understand.
That's one of the fun stories.
Quick look at those feet. I honestly think I should go for even warmer color, like maybe this. That's too warm. That's a little closer to the color that they actually have. Because they are like white, but it's like a kind of warm, slight orangey yellow light.
I feel bad when I draw this zoomed out. It's probably so small on screen. Just squint.
You can kind of see it if you squint a little. Honestly, I kind of think like the more white color, and then the feet can have this kind of orangey.
Yeah, I imagine this character is super tiny, and that's why they got their big old platform boots. Or their Kingdom Hearts shoes and pants.
I like how this color almost makes their the kind of spindly finger things look almost skeleton-esque. I think that's fun.
I agree.
There. I suppose they have this kind of like fuzzy outline along the edge of their wings. That looks really cute. With bug characters, I always want to incorporate additional arms or legs, but they're hard to place without being a little off. Yeah, I considered that, but I think it's okay for the moth because I think moths usually only have the 4 limbs. Yeah, they just have 4 limbs and then the 2 wings. Oh no, they have 6. They have 6. I think that's the one bit of anthropomorphizing I'll allow, is having slightly less limbs.
Yeah, it's hard to make a clean design when you have
A bajillion legs to deal with.
Like, even with this character's like mohawk thing, it's a little hard to make it feel less chaotic.
Yeah.
Multiple limbs is always just
I am excited for.
Burgers.
After we're done this, I'm gonna go make burgers. I am thankful that ground pork is still cheap protein. Bugs also often have a couple other big design features like wings or mandibles. The designs can get crowded really quickly. Yeah, then that was what I was trying to avoid, was like I wanted her to have clarity and still register properly as like very mothy, more so than a human with some mild moth additions. I think that looks. I think it's coming together nicely.
She's so cute. Zombies don't really have wrists, huh? Kinda cute.
What don't have wrists?
Exoddles. They just kinda have their arms go into their hands.
Yeah,
Pretty cute.
I love them. They're so cute.
I think I'm gonna incorporate that.
I had to darken down the like wing things. I wanted to match the color somewhat of the feet and the hands, but they need to be dark enough to still register in the white. So.
Yeah. You could always do value first and then put colors on top. Sigh.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. That makes sense. That's a smart thing to do. It's always a sigh when you're like, yeah.
I can't wait to put this character on my outfit.
Right? That's how I'm feeling. I'm excited to set up my outfit at some point.
One of these days.
Maybe before Night Frights even ends. There we go.
Yeah, that's why I love drawing the axolotls, because I had a brain blast moment because I had an axolotl character, and I just gave her antenna and her hair was kind of covering everything else for her external gills, and then I was like, her ears can just be the other two, and now it's my favorite thing ever. my girl. She's my first axolotl character. Anyways.
I love her.
I'm glad it's conveyed well.
So much layering. Is it worth it? I don't know.
Meanwhile, me on one layer. Okay, actually 2 layers.
I'm doing some transparency stuff, that's why.
Yeah.
Most of it's been like 1 or 2 layers, but
I still gotta add the patterns to the game.
it's because the wings, I'm making each one of them slightly transparent, which is how they are in real life. But it's meant that I've had to like do like 6 layers just for the wings.
Right.
But it looks really good. Because you can just see this like slight idea of the far wings in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Making progress. The nice thing is I can just throw all of the wing layers in one folder, and then it's just one layer. Okay. I hope this one. It's gotta be brighter. Does this dark purpley gray work well for conveying kind of a leathery, like black leather, but obviously I don't want to.
I think so. Maybe darker, but I worry about filling it in and then you can have fun with it.
Yeah. This isn't my final drawing either. I just wanted to get like a version done today.
Yeah. My cheat code for like leather texture is to just start with a very dark base. And then get two values of gray.
Yeah.
Put one value lightly, and then just a little bit of highlight. And just mixing the soft lines with the hard lines.
You'll have to show me this technique. But for mapping out, I think it looks pretty good.
There's a leather skirt for you. In like a couple. You can always really exaggerate the stickers. Oh, I love that idea. External gill goatee.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my god. Whoever thought of that, that's awesome. Okay.
Okay, I gotta delete this script. Also, a favorite piece that I've done or worked on. That's probably easier for you.
For drawing? No,
Yeah.
I have no idea what I would be my like favorite. Okay, actually, there's a simple answer in that it's the most work I've ever done on anything, drawing-wise.
The animation.
It's the animation. It's the Star Wars animation for Justy. That's easily my best drawing work.
And then I can't really say, because I finish a drawing once it really. I still like that Mira drawing, the axolotl girl, but...
Yeah. Well, here, what was your favorite piece from the show?
Like a physical piece?
Yeah.
I like the fish one.
Good
I'll pull
choice.
it up. 1 second. I'll do a little show and tell.
Mm-hmm.
I still like this physical painting. It's nice just because it's a physical painting. There's something nice about having it in physical space. And then I did this furry art recently, which I actually still really like. They're pretty cute. I like those.
For an initial sketch where I'm not really like doing proper shading and stuff, thoughts?
1 sec. Do you want to send it to me so that there's no...
Yeah.
Oh, I love the guitar.
That's kind of my
So
design
cute.
sketch right now.
I like it.
Yeah, I was thinking like purple flames. So the guitar came out of Fen saying that I should make the guitar something that relates to like moths drawn to flame or like light.
Yeah,
And then I was like, what if I did a fun color? So I think...
Actually, I think I said the purple flames because I was like, Amaterasu. Like from Naruto.
You did! No, I brought up color, you brought up purple. Because I said I'd be fun to do it in a funky color or something, and then you were like, you should do it purple like Amaterasu. And I was like, fuck, you're right. The Star Wars animated stuff is over on Jesse's channel for the Decaying Monomyth of Star Wars video. There's timestamps, I believe it's chapter timestamps, so you can technically, I think, jump to each of the scenes. Without the rest of the 4-hour production. It's on my Patreon, I think. Let me go check my Patreon. It's hard for me to remember things beyond like a year ago. I have memory issues. Yeah, the animated section is on my Patreon from December 5th, 2023. It is an 18-minute animated short film.
That is awesome.
I will share the post directly. So that's the... If you want to go watch my animated short film, there you go. I'm very proud of it. It was a lot of work, but I want to do more animated stuff. I really miss animating, and I want to do more story work. So, yeah. There's some exciting stuff potentially happening for Jesse and I, and that's literally all I can say. But I gotta work on those pitches. And also, if you join the Patreon, you get a ton of writing that's only on there. Like, just this year, I have put out... I was trying to be consistent until I got sick again. I would love it if, like, I could just have like, a year-long period where I don't have, like, any major medical health issues at any point. That would be so cool. Yes, there's an Iron Lung review on there. There's my piece about Clint and Stardew Valley. There is the better version of the Mario video. Like the much better version of the Mario video. Star Trek's Worst Background Detail, which is a piece about world building and attention to detail and what happens when the ball kind of gets dropped on a finale. It's about Starfleet Academy, which is a show I really like, and everyone should watch the really, really long-form analysis that I edited for Jesse and helped write with Jesse. It's, I think, on Jesse's Patreon and not public still, because Jesse's been dealing with really stupid copyright claims on it for a while. There's also my piece on Backrooms from 5 days ago, and the Obsession script that Jesse and I wrote together, which I think is some of our best writing. I really love getting to write with Jesse because we both share a prioritization of the work. I think a lot of people in creative spaces have problems with collaboration because they center ego over result. And one of the nice things is that Jesse and I can just like go in and we trust each other enough as well as collaborators to just change each other's work and alter each other's work and iterate on each other's work and know that we're serving the final product. And so a lot of it's just communication, but a lot of it is iteration. And I'm going to throw up the old Obsession script, which is after Jesse and I both did our first passes. And it's just really solid writing. I'm really proud about it. And I'm especially, like, I just feel like it addresses the current moment and my problems with people's failure to engage with media in meaningful ways. How we handle and write about misogyny and especially in horror. Where is the line on depiction being endorsement versus non-endorsement, things like that. And so it's just a really fun script. I think it's going to be a really, really good video. It includes a lot of my... I'm trying to find the right word. I'm going to say analysis of Ex Machina. Might be better to call it, like, ruthless tearing apart of Garland and Ex Machina. Because I think fundamentally Alex Garland and Ex Machina are deeply sexist works. And people. I don't like Alex Garland. But I totally... The frustrating thing about Alex Garland is he's a very competent director, don't get me wrong. And it's not like he's never made anything good, like Devs and Annihilation exist. But when Alex Garland tries to write about political issues, sexism, anyone that isn't white... Ooh. Ooh. So, like, I am curious about Garland's upcoming Elden Ring film. But I also... Yeah, he's doing Elden Ring with A24.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, apparently he's doing an Elden Ring movie. But I wrote this section to eviscerate Ex Machina a few years back for the Androids project. And at a certain point, Jesse and I realized, one, we should just make it a book eventually. Two, a lot of these sections would make better shorter videos and aim for more of the hour mark. So we have been kind of gutting it for script ideas. And simultaneously to the reason I decided to yank the Ex Machina section out of that script and into this one was Obsession releasing. Because I think obsession is everything Ex Machina and its praisers think it is, while demonstrating exactly why Ex Machina is a sexist mess. And that's kind of where the script started at. And then it slowly evolved into more of an obsession-focused thing, where all the Ex Machina like analysis is still in there, but it's used in a different way to more so prop up why obsession works by showing how not to do it. But yeah, long term we want to do an androids book just because we have so much writing about androids as metaphors. There's a lot. I've written a lot in the last 5 years about this topic. It haunts me. It's in my brain. I can't stop thinking about artificial beings. Yeah, so there's lots on the Patreon right now, and I'm going to be releasing more. I wrote a piece about sheep detectives and the importance of films, especially films made for kids, that respect the audience's intelligence, and are willing to engage with sincere emotion. Because I think that a lot of people treat kids in really shitty ways and underestimate them, and because of that, a lot of kids' media lately has been a bit pablum, for lack of a better word. But Sheep Detectives is just this wonderfully kind, human, heartfelt piece about grief and how we treat the people around us. And I think especially its ruminations on grief are really valuable. The title of the essay is Why Sheep Detectives is the Perfect Film to Teach Kids About Death. And the point I make in the script, broadly, is just really talking about, especially because I had a childhood where I was constantly going to funerals. I have been to a lot of funerals, and often not of old people. Generally of people younger than my parents, or my parents' age, a lot of their friends, a lot of family members. And I think it's important that we have media like this that genuinely addresses children as people, rather than treating them like, I don't even know what to call it, just total disrespect towards them. It's a really sweet film. I was not expecting to like Sheep Detectives. I didn't like the trailer because of all the reasons why I like the film. The trailer does the exact thing I'm talking about. It doesn't respect the audience. It's got that sort of talking down, you're dumb thing that I don't like about a lot of kids' media. Not that I don't think that anything like Dora the Explorer has any value to really young kids or anything. I just don't think that that should be the basis on how we write to kids. And I think when art is willing to engage with the uncomfortable things and address kids as full people, that's where you get those real classics. That's where you get A Princess Bride or A Labyrinth, in my opinion. So yeah, I like that script. I think it works really well. Yeah. Wait, Hugh Jackman is friends with who? Oh god, he's friends with one of the Trumps? That's disgusting. Yeah, Lewis said receptacles for morality tales so they can be taught to stifle their own autonomy for the wishes of their elders. Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of kids media is Aesop's Fables. And I mean that as derogatorily towards Aesop as possible, because I don't like his little Christian fables. Very, very simplified and very this is the way the world is and things. And that's interesting, Sheep Detectives... Oh, I might have to add some lines to the script. Sheep Detectives have this really direct line about, those are stories, the real world is more complex. And I just... it's a good movie. And I also just appreciate any film that, at its core, is about empathy and understanding. Yeah. Aesop's condescension. Yes, Steel Pictures, exactly. God. Okay, I have a sketch done. Tomorrow I will draw her much better, I think.
It already looks good. But I support multiple versions.
Yeah, I want to draw one where she's like doing like the guitar thing where they're like on their knees and then have like the wings out behind, and I think that should be the central of the like the thing. And then I want to have like one like this as well on the page because that shows her like side and it shows her thorax better.
Yeah, I want to finish up the side view sketch from here and then make a proper actual layout with all the text and stuff that's better than the sketch.
Yeah.
With more views and stuff. But got a little bit done.
You did a good job. I think we're gonna wrap up for the night, but I think Digital Beef is here, which means I think we need to draw some kobolds. I say we do them in the restrictions of our usual MS Paint, but we just draw them in Clip Studio Paint, so we have the actual stuff all set up. The restrictions of MS Paint. Or we can just do a sketchy pad type vibe. I'm gonna do a sketchy kobold. I'm gonna do a sketched kobold. I need to go look back in our DMs, Digital Beef, to find the kobold. And this probably won't be a very long time spent on the drawing, but because I want to go make dinner.
I still gotta make a really nice kobold, so
yeah.
This will be my warm-up.
Okay. 2 kobolds. What are they doing? Dealer's choice. Are they friends? Best friends? Maybe even roommates? Who can say? That's the prompt. I'm going to draw 2 little kobold girls.
Okay, I will.
Titling the document Moth Mommy.
You didn't save that whole time? Oh my god.
I do have autosave set up.
Still.
But that was risky. I just wasn't thinking about it, I was drawing. Where are you, my flat textured? Okay. I hate trying to find things on the internet now. Like, I want to find that, you know that one image where the girl's putting the other girl's makeup on and it has lesbian vibes?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll send it to you.
But I can't find it. I've done like 3 searches.
I found it. I'll send it to you.
Thank you. Because all I'm getting is like random slop images. It's awful. I hate trying to find things on the internet nowadays. Perfect. Okay. Now I need to draw 2 little kobolds doing this. Okay. I need kobold reference image as well. Computer, make them gay and horny. So true, old Grease. That's just me 90% of the time. I'm just like, make them gay. Computer, can they get gayer, please? Thank you, computer. One of my favorite memes is that really stupid one that's like, computer, 9-inch nails, closer, all text, maximum volume.
Reptile.
That's so good. This hand is such a weird position in the original photo. Oh, I like your kobold, so cute!
Since you're doing roommates, I'm doing roommates too.
I just want to do like a classic lesbian pose in such a strange fashion, because...
This one looks more like a snake than a kobold, but I think that's kind of cute.
I think a kobold can be many things.
What are kobolds who eat?
Part dragon, sort of. Which continuity? Which world?
Classic.
But I'll go. Let's go with the Forgotten Realms classic. As far as I remember, kobolds are sort of. Yeah, kobolds are kind of really whatever you want to be at this point. I agree, Smoke Scale. But I'm just gonna do a quick refresher on like one detail. Yeah, so they're just kind of like magical beings that came out of like literally the layers of the first dragons. And they tend towards like serving and even worshipping as divine beings. Dragons? No, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily evil even within the simplistic and obnoxious morality systems of D&D. Many kobold work for metallic dragons, doing kind things too. That definitely won't come up in our campaign at all. I am putting all the kobolds that we draw for the zombie in the campaign I'm running right now. And here's a photo she's so side-on, so I'm kind of maintaining that look.
I saw this Pinterest pose while I was looking for a reference for art fight.
Amazing.
So it's kind of perfect for right now.
As though she's like holding a vape, I think, in this photo as well. Which is kind of incredible. I'm just trying to sketch this real quick. There's so much detail in here. I think I kind of nailed this. Lesbians, dragon ladies. 1 foot apart because they're very gay. Alright, I'm just gonna do some. Oh, I'm missing the hand. The problem with drawing hands realistically is that sometimes it makes them look bad.
Yes.
Because hands just look fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. And then you show it to someone and they're like, that's not how a hand should look. Well, here's the reference, and you're like, oh. Hands are weird. But I think I kind of nailed those little lesbian kobolds.
Yay. I'm slow.
No, you're not. You're drawing better quality.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, exactly. As they were saying, they take pictures of their own hands for reference, and then they feel like that doesn't look like hands.
Yeah, there's almost a sense of like needing to pose things so that they look good. Like you have to do when you're. It is kind of like trying to sort of nudge reality a bit to make it look right on the page.
Kobold Roommates is done. I think this is a really fun drawing stream. Thanks for hanging out.
I had a very fun time.
Oh, I love yours. You're so cute.
They're of dubious quality.
There is no Warren Bossing say. I love my dad earlier being like, I was gonna ask for some Destiny 2 tonight, but you know what? I need to go to bed. I have to work out. I'm gonna go early in the morning. And I'm like, I can tell the temptation is too much. For context, we've been playing Destiny 2 with both of our dads at different times. At some point, we're gonna run both dads and your mom and you, and probably get one of my friends or something and do a raid. It'll be fun. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the stream, remember you can support and get a bunch of cool stuff from the Patreon. Also, we set up a throne so that we can hopefully get some better mics. Ideally, ones where we don't have to share one bad, slightly broken one.
Well, also the issue with sharing mics is that I talk super quiet.
Yeah.
So it's just hard to balance.
And I have the projection of a coach.
Yeah.
They are very lesbian pride flag.
Thank you. I was like, kobolds could be, because they're traditionally red-ish.
There's orange kobolds. Actually, kobolds
Exactly,
can
so
be any
it's like-
color that a dragon can be.
We can make them pink and orange. That's cute.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Very cute.
I'll fiddle with this. But that's the general idea.
I love it. Alright. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow, probably around 4 or 5-ish. I don't know, whenever we feel like streaming. And we're going to be doing some more drawing, and I'm going to hopefully finish up my moth. Submissions are due soon. I like this pose. I like this style. I think what I'll do is I'll give this one more detail and stuff later, and then I want to do like one central big piece with the wings and stuff, and then yeah.
Sounds good.
Bye all.
Bye.